One Zambia, one nation, and a very beautiful welcome to ZANIS News. We look at the top stories in the news. Southern Province assured of food security. Authorities in Chadiza consider winter maize production. And coming up in education news, 92-year-old former pupil to first President Kenneth Kunda described him as exceptional. Plus 2024 Lusaka Chess League kicks off. With the news in detail, my name is Margaret Kangwa and my sign language interpreter is Joas Shikombwe. Now, Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjua has assured people of Southern Province that government is working tirelessly to ensure the province remains food secure in the face of drought. Mr. Nanjua has revealed that the province has a stock of over 800,000 bags by 50-kilogram bags of maize, a grain that will be made available to the people through the Food Reserve Agency community sales. Here is a report.
The prevailing climatic conditions that have yielded a negative impact on farming, consequently affecting yields across the country, have continued to threaten food security. However, government has enhanced measures following the declaration of a national disaster to ensure food security is sustained. One such measure in Southern Province has been enhanced community maize sale of maize grain to local people. Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjua has assured the people of government's endeavor to ensure food security in the province is sustained.
Where many districts have been saved through the Food Reserve Agency and also in collaboration with the district commissioners in the districts to reach the outskirts areas. So far, we had 800,000 kilograms of 50 kg maize, of which 206,000 plus minus have been sold so far. The assurance as it came from the head of state, no citizen is going to die of hunger in the province. So we keep on assuring our peoples as well.
He has, however, warned against illegal activities that could cause food shortages across the province.
To find unscrupulous citizens who will want to go there and buy more maize and start reselling to other community members. But the message that we are passing is that it is not good for them. If they are found, the law can be checked. If you do that, you sabotage the policy of government, the work of government, you can be cited against the law and you can be arrested. So let us trade properly. Those who want to do business, let them be within the guidelines. The guidelines are very clear.
Liseli Simusole, ZANIS, Nmala District, Southern Province.
Thank you so much, Liselis, for that report. And now in other news, the government says it will engage the banking sector to defer loans acquired by farmers affected by the drought. Finance Minister Situmbeko Musokotwane says talks are underway with various banks to ensure that farmers affected by the drought are fully cushioned. The minister in the company of his agriculture counterpart, Mutolo Piri, said this when he toured Mpongwe Zambith farm in Pongo District on the Copperbelt Province. We have more in this report.
They were on a familiarization tour of the most mechanized farming infrastructure in the country. Finance Minister Situmbeko Musokotwane and his agriculture counterpart Mutolo Piri toured Zambith Mpongwe farms to appreciate the company's value addition and agriculture mechanization. The finance minister was impressed with the company's highly mechanized agriculture.
President is always talking about irrigation. You've seen how many center people are here, and because of that, in spite of the drought, we will be able to harvest a substantial amount of food from here, in spite of the drought. Why? Because sure you've seen the center pivots. That makes it possible to overcome the severe effects of the drought. Again, this is why the President says, can we do more irrigation support?
Meanwhile, the Finance Minister disclosed that the government is in talks with the banking sector to defer loans that were acquired by farmers affected by the drought.
We have to look into how we can reschedule, not writing off, how we can restructure the loans that we gave to these farmers. Our interest is that if next year there's a good season, these farmers must continue to cultivate.
And Agriculture Minister Mutolo Piri has urged commercial farmers to emulate Zambia's winter maize projects.
So here we are, 75 hectares and 55 hectares, a total of 130. Let us see what happens. So we urge even the small-scale farmers to go for it. Let's not hold back. This is good usage of the soil. Go for it. Let's try to plant so that we can have maize all the time in our country, so that these lines we are seeing for meal become a thing of the past.
Faith Mukutu is Zambia's Chief Executive Officer.
We will be supplying FRA with 20,000 tons of maize this financial year, which is a positive, and that goes a long way in terms of contributing to food security in Zambia. We are also looking to try winter maize, something that has never been done. So we're very, very excited, and if that works, again, that will contribute to food production.
Noah Kangali for ZANIS in Mpongwe.
Also in agriculture news, authorities in Chadiza have proposed to use part of the Constituents Development Fund disaster component to start winter production of maize in the district using irrigation system. And District Commissioner Nmala, working with chiefs and headmen, has since taken a step towards achieving this by engaging farmers surrounding Wanunka Dam to help surrender land towards irrigation farming to government. Jubel Zulu now gives us the report.
Authorities in Chadiza have proposed to use part of the Constituency Development Fund disaster component to start winter production of maize in the district using irrigation system. The district proposes to use at least 300,000 kwacha from the current 593,656 kwacha unclaimed money from the disaster component. The district commissioner has since engaged the community to help surrender land nearby Wanunka Dam.
Omakuti tilime hapa. Hii damu ili surrounded na minda za ndani. Zavan, 3 months yamene tifuna tipembe. Minda zijazili pafupi, boma tibwere kupyorera mwawa omwa kutia ku prison na nduna amalimidwe nduna zamazi tense wa boma tibwere tilime kuti chija chimanga chikacha ndiye chimanga chakuti tizipasa wantu wako koma 3 months ikata ise tungo parking kaina mweso lomba mfuno yambo konza munda kuti mchite chani mulimemo ndiye ngani yamene ilipa ndiye.
He has also assured farmers of some incentives.
Vantu azapereka minda zao this year muzapasiwa paki mozi cooperative mwamene muchoka tizapasira mwamene muni koma cooperative machame kwao ziratu kuti iyi paki niyo sagala uyu muntu anathandiza boma kukhale komonga ka incentive kaimu wamene uzathandiza boma kukhale ko na poyambira.
An assurance from the chief was given.
Kuti tikabyalenso ni December ndeko chimanga chija chake tilumvetsa tsono boma laganiza kuti muja muliko tumadzi inu apo mumukololamo aboma abyalemo aike mapaipi athirire chimanga chija ukafika Oktoba kati ni August chimanga boma chichani achotsa akasungaso kuja muyamba kugavirana choti mzikalima pokupatsani fertilizer munudi yako chichalina alima chani boma. Ona ni chintu chavuta kwambiri nchakuti mvula hii kuno kwathu libogwa bwino.
Jubal Zulu, ZANIS, Chadiza District, Eastern Province.
Thank you so much, Jubal Zulu, for that report. And now, Mazabuka District has increased the number of the Food Reserve Agency FRA Maize satellite selling points from 4 to 8. And District Commissioner Oliver Mulumba states that this move, taken by government, is meant to reduce distances covered by community members to access cheap FRA maize. Meanwhile, Ministry of Agriculture Permanent Secretary Yvonne Mpundu says government will address financial challenges that community members are facing in purchasing maize. Details in the following report.
Access to purchase Zambia staple food in Mazabuka District has been increased by government. 4 more maize sheds have been opened from the initial 4 to reduce the distances covered by community members in purchasing cheaper maize from the food reserve agents. The District Commissioner Oliver Mulumba confirmed the move which was taken by government.
As a district, we have 4 selling points. After engaging FRA so that we reduce in terms of distances for the people to be able to access the maize, we have been given 4 more depots to be opened up here in Mazabuka District, which will make it 8. And the new depots to be opened up, one is in Konkola. We have also been given by Msuma. We have also been given Munjil. And indeed, finally, we have been given Kalama.
However, this exercise is not devoid of challenges, such as illegalities, as attested by the district leadership.
Some people are buying in bulk, stocking the maize, and start reselling. And it is on record that as Mazabuka District, we impounded some maize, which was put in 2 drums, 200 liters drums, these plastic drums, in Karea.
Minister of Agriculture Permanent Secretary Yvonne Mpundu paid a courtesy call on the District Commissioner and states government is committed in addressing challenges which she found on the ground during her tour of duty.
The one challenge that has clearly come out from the time we started this exercise, we've been to Chirundu, we've been to Siavonga, we've been to Mumba, we've gone around and the one major problem that has come clear is the aspect of lack of money to purchase the same maize from the community. Indeed, we need to immediately look into it. So far, so good. The exercise is quite impressive, and we are okay with what we have found on the ground, except for 1 or 2 things that would require to be normalized.
The 2 leaders visited Mazabuka Central Maize Depot to check on the amount of stock. Gazala Habwanda, ZANIS, Mazabuka District of Southern Province.
Thank you for that report. And our Mumbwa District veterinary technician, Solomon Fwamba, has advised livestock farmers to prioritize the cultivation of Glycidia and other fodder crops to mitigate the effects of drought. And Mr. Fwamba says there is need for livestock farmers to adopt alternative strategies such as establishing fodder banks to mitigate the effects of climate change.
In the midst of the drought, it is anticipated that pasture for animals is going to be scarce. However, Glycidia plants have emerged to have exceptional nutritional value, making them an excellent choice for livestock feed. Mumbwa District veterinary technician Solomon Fwamba says the plant is rich in essential nutrients, providing animals with a balanced diet that promotes their health and productivity.
This one is extremely very important in the mitigation of climate change and its effect. This one, it has also above 68% total digestible nutrient. In terms of crude protein, is above 20%. So meaning that even those who are feeding on dry grass, during the dry season, they don't get the benefit as compared to the farmer who is feeding Gliricidia material.
And Mr. Famba now explains the steps involved in processing Gliricidia for animal consumption.
So after I've cut these branches, I have to take these branches where the animals are. So this one can be done on a daily basis as one way of supplementing our animals. By so doing, you are going to make sure that you are going to have beef that have got a good scoreboard.
Meanwhile, a renowned dairy farmer in Zambia District, Charlton Leone, now shares his perspective on the benefits of Gliricidia as animal feed.
But if you were to leave this one open, they will find this all gone at one time. So it's very beneficial to grow this along your yard so that you can be able to cut and give it to the animal.
Mulberry leaves are also highly encouraged for feeding animals due to their nutritional benefits. Krugasiankuru, ZANIS, Mumbwa.
We continue with the news, and now on our climate change segment, Worldview Institute has launched a program to plant 1,000 trees in 20 schools in Chongo District under the Shanga initiative, which is aimed at encouraging young people to participate in the conservation of the environment. And Chongwe District Commissioner Evans Lupia, who received the trees, has commended the organization for supplementing government's efforts in teaching children the significance of conserving the environment. We have more in the following report.
Various organizations in the country have been supplementing government's efforts to promote tree planting in schools to teach children the value of conserving the environment at an early age. In Chongwe District, Ministry of Education is working tirelessly to integrate issues of climate change in schools by encouraging learners to plant trees. To support this cause, Worldview Institute has donated 1,000 trees to 20 schools in Chongwe District under the Shanga initiative. Chongwe District Commissioner Dr. Evans Lupia was at hand to receive the trees on behalf of the schools.
The Shanga initiative holds immense importance as it signifies a collective effort towards environmental conservation and sustainability. These are not mere gifts, but symbols of our collective effort to combat climate change and create a sustainable future for generations to come.
Worldview Institute Board Chairperson Victor Nyasulu stated that the donation is a response to President Hakainde Hichilema's call for various stakeholders to support government efforts to mitigate climate change.
This is our response to the call by the President to ensure that we put mitigating measures against climate change, whose effects we are living in right now. So Worldview Institute has donated 1,000 trees to Chongwe District.
And District Forestry Officer Petronella Chpasha urged everyone in the district to plant trees in their communities.
We want to urge each and every one of us gathered here today that let us plant a tree each and every day. As you may be aware, the climate change effects are real, and we are all experiencing the effects of climate change. The drought that we are experiencing in this country is real.
Meanwhile, Worldview Institute Executive Director Reverend Isaac Chitiwi highlighted other projects being implemented by the organization to counter climate change.
In the schools where we are going, people are volunteering to become champions. These champions are going to help us in monitoring and evaluating our project. We don't want to just put the tree in the ground, but we also want to ensure that the ground, when the tree is planted in the ground, the tree grows, and also the tree is able to grow to maturity. It is going to help us, of course, with carbon sequestration. It is going to help us with our fruits.
Sheila Makosa, reporting for ZANIS in Chongwe District.
Meanwhile, in Luapula Province, Zambia District Administration is impressed with the way Care for Nature Zambia is grooming young people in the district concerning the environment and to participate in ensuring that the causes of climate change are minimized. And speaking during the review of the Children's Agency project in Zambia, Acting District Administrative Officer Musonda Munsha has noted the positives recorded by Care for Nature clubs and schools within the project area as key in the fight against climate change. We take a look at this.
Climate change is a global issue affecting all sectors of society. The effects of climate change are there for all to see as evidenced in the change of the weather patterns. Care for Nature Zambia, a non-governmental organization based in Luapula Province, has taken children participation as key in reducing the effects of climate change through the Children's Agency project.
Care for Nature Zambia is implementing the Children's Agency project here in Zambia District, which is supported by Save the Children under the CEDA CSO project. We started this project in 2022, and one of the things that we've been doing is to help children understand what climate change is and how it is impacting on their rights.
Children are slowly but surely getting the concept of preserving nature.
Climate change, climate change. Then some of the causes, if let us on climate change, we have like the maole fimuti. Chintu chimosa na ichilenga climate change kula chinja munche ndemo tuleikala.
Era tefefika twalisambira ne forma plastiki yashita affect ila ndio tuleikala. Twalisambira ne fotenga shita reuse nango fotenga shita recycle. Twalisambira ko bati ma plastic yada like ma plastic containers kustopanga ma flower pots ayako bati tulebika ma flowers.
Zambia District Administration is aware of the impact the club is making in schools and surrounding communities.
Then the other thing I think I also need to appreciate is that I think there is also, we have seen innovation, because like what they were demonstrating here, those are innovation, and right now we have a lot of challenges. What we have plastics and these all over, and we don't know where to take these things. And it's good, you as young people, you are coming up with, you know, these innovations. I think it's one of the things that we recommend, Madam, and it could also help if these can also be scaled up.
With the involvement of children in the fight against climate change, the country can be assured of raising a responsible and informed crop of citizens for the future. Rogers Banda reporting for ZANIS News in Zambia District in Luapula Province.
Thank you so much for that report. Indeed, such more important programs are needed in order to mitigate the effects of climate change in the country. And now in Nmala District Commissioner Ephraim Shandavu has appealed to residents in Namakambaula area in Gabo Ward to safeguard the natural vegetation in the area and use it for pasture amidst the drought. This was during a sensitization campaign with the community along the Kafiwe Plain. We have more in this report.
The district leadership in Nmala has embarked on a vigorous sensitization campaign on protection of Kafiwe wetlands. This initiative follows a presidential directive to stop people from burning bush in the wetlands. The 2023-2024 dry spell farming season has caused low productivity in crops and other vegetation that support animal survival in the wetlands. The local leadership held a sensitization campaign in Namankaula area in Gabo Ward of Mukabila Chiefdom.
Us to maintain this natural resource that God has given us, that is cattle and many other animals, the wild animals depend on grass. We must stay away from burning the bush, burning the grass.
No one should burn grass in the plains. We are saying even outside the plains, people should not burn the grass. So that is, whatever we have, the reeds and the little grass we have, should actually, maybe our animals are going to survive from them.
Namankaula area in Gabo Ward, residents are ready to support the initiative.
Twatambula mulumbe ngubatulethela ba district wakwamba kuina muntu weno mwaga utenta bwizu ubobo totambulisha swekambo shikhwiwa shilahwa ingula kwine ngula
okunoba twethela iprogramu iwuzwa kunamngala iumagani akumpasokwe isokwe humga kudyumpa banyama balabula jakudya mpongo hilabula jakudya amana kuhumga kumpahyo kulapya atuga ukatumutukwa hakutinko kuhila kwa hakudya ino jitwabona kuti nchibotu kuti muntu ataumpisokwe iprogramu njoba twethela.
Linda PV reporting in Nmala District of Southern Province.
We continue with the news. And our United Nations Special Representative of the Secretary General on Violence Against Children, Nmala, has arrived in Zambia for a series of meetings with key stakeholders. She was received at the Kenneth Kunda International Airport in Lusaka by Minister of Community Development and Social Services, Doreen Mwamba, and other senior government officials. And according to a program released to ZANIS by the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services, Dr. Mala will be in the country from April 7th to 14th, 2024. The objective of the visit of the Special Representative to the Secretary General is to strengthen collaborations on the matters pertaining to ending violence against children in Zambia and the Southern Africa region for enhanced implementation of legislation and policies. She is expected to have first-hand engagement with stakeholders on efforts to end violence against children in Zambia. And Dr. Mala is further expected to explore areas of collaboration with government and other stakeholders on the strengthening the child protection system in Zambia. She is also scheduled to meet with President Hakainde Hichilema at State House, the United Nations representatives, and other line government ministries, such as the Ministry of Community Development. Let us take our second break. We'll be right back shortly.
ZANIS TV presents Chayangoma on Your People's Channel every Fridays at 19 hours. Chayangoma is a traditional musical program that teaches Zambians norms and culture through song and dance. Watch ZANIS TV on Topstar Channel, Channel 6 DTT, and Channel 458 DTH. Don't miss.
The Issue is a program that looks at topical issues happening in the country. Watch The Issue every Friday at 19:30 hours, only on ZANIS TV, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH on Topstar. Don't miss.
Welcome back. We now continue with the news. Now, Lusaka Province Minister Sheo Muliata has said government is committed to fostering economic growth and development through various interventions. Ms. Muliata notes that one of the interventions government has put in place is investing in skills training institutions that will help drive the economic development and job creation. She was speaking during the official opening of the Zambia Entrepreneurs College and Parks in Rimfunsa District. Here is a report.
This is the Zambia Entrepreneurs College in Rimfunsa District. The college is the first ever to offer training in various skills for the youth in the district. Lusaka Province Minister, who officially opened the institution, commended the partners on fostering development in Rimfunsa.
The new Dawn government, under the caring and capable leadership of the Republican President, His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is committed to fostering economic growth and development. Your government recognizes the importance of providing accessible skills, training opportunities in rural areas.
Director for Skills and Training, Benjamin Fore, said the institution aims at spearheading economic development in the rural areas.
Is not to produce employees. We want to produce entrepreneurs. We want to produce young businessmen and women who leave our college here to go out into the world and start new businesses, to build the necessary infrastructure, to manufacture the necessary products, and take national and international trade, hopefully, into their hands.
Students here thank the institution for skills being offered.
The skill to help me in future in life. Like when I finish here, I want to start up my own business, whereby I can be making tables, chairs, and so on, and selling materials to other people.
Minister of Education Permanent Secretary Joe Kamoko represented Education Minister Douglas Yakalima.
With more respect for ties, but those uniforms mean money. They mean skills and a very secure future.
Government recognizes craftsmanship and manufacturing as the key driver for economic transformation and job creation. Evelyn Masialeti, reporting for ZANIS in Rufunsa District, Lusaka Province.
Thank you so much, Evelyn Masialeti, for that report. Now, the construction of 1x3 classroom block and staff houses at Vulea Primary School in Abavizi Ward in Chikaza, Munyama Chiefdom has advanced, and the Member of Parliament, Twambo Mutinta, has expressed satisfaction with the quality of works and progress made so far. More in the following report.
Vulea Primary School is located in Babiji Ward, Chikaza Munyama Chiefdom, Iteji District in Southern Province. The school still uses mud and poor classrooms with no proper desks for its students. However, the government is spending the Constituency Development Fund to build a 1x3 classroom block to improve learning conditions. The government is also building a semi-detached house and installing a solar-powered borehole with a 10,000-litre tank. Iteji Member of Parliament has inspected the project.
It has about 21 muddy schools. One of the schools that we realized it needed to have a facelift was this school Vulea. And the children who are around this place, they would travel over 5 kilometers to go and access school. Using the Constituency Development Fund, we decided to invest about 1.6 million to go towards creation of a 1x3 classroom block, an ablution block, and the semi-detached house that you have seen here.
Meanwhile, residents are happy with the project.
Twakalisikide a extent yakuti ndizachikole ichi chijarwe, but mevano arimwe aba chairman vangu va Bruce Monze twakatulukusha mane paka chikolo ichi chasika kochasika wano.
Twalumba maningi ba president besu balemegwa utretera chikolo mu basa service scheme ku Vulea oguno echitana bwenegerwe ikuzwani twakagomena chikolo chipotu yira ma toilet agufrashinga alimwe amanda aba mayajisima toilet agufrashinga then ama bathroom agusambira gabot.
Over there we had the grass thatch roofed classrooms, of which now I'm pretty sure that our learners will be learning under conducive environment.
Frederick Mwansa, ZANIS, Iteji.
Now, a former pupil of the late First Republican President, Kenneth Kunda, has described his contribution to the education sector during his era as exceptional. A 92-year-old senior citizen, Mukuka Chifwamba, says Dr. Kunda played a commendable role in ensuring that all Zambians had the opportunity to access free education in the post-colonial era. He has told ZANIS that the late Dr. Kaunda's legacy should be preserved through recognizing his immense contribution to the education sector, such as the establishment of the University of Zambia in 1965. Details by Henry Lumpa.
Established in 1967, this is the Kenneth Kaunda Provincial STEM School at Lubwa in Chinsali District, named after the former late Republican President, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. The school, which now houses both male and female learners, has been faced with various challenges such as limited dormitory needs. However, former pupils at the school have now come to the aid of the school by donating about 94 mattresses to the institution. The former pupils representative, Jonas Wali, who officially made the handover, pledged continued support to the school.
We are handing over these 94 by 6-inch mattresses to our beloved school. As former pupils of this great school, we shall continue working with the school management in different areas so that we will improve the welfare and performance of our pupils at this institute.
The learners as well as the school management are grateful for this gesture.
Allow me to stress this point clearly that our school has been experiencing shortage of mattresses for quite some time, especially to the girls' side due to the overwhelming numbers. But today we came to our aid.
This donation also represents the recognition of the late Dr. Kenneth Kaunda's legacy ahead of his 100 years centenary celebration. Henry Lumpa Jr., ZANIS in Chinsali, Muchinga Province.
Thank you, Henry Lumpa, for that report. Now, Nmala Member of Parliament, Herbert Mapani, has reaffirmed government's commitment in taking healthcare delivery closer to the people. Mr. Mapani adds that the government, under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, has adopted a bottom-up approach to ensure that resources are directed where they are most needed, particularly in critical sectors like healthcare. He was speaking at a joint handover ceremony of 2 outpatient department infrastructure at Nkomba and Nachumba health facilities, funded under the 2nd and 4th quarter of the 2022 Constituents Development Funds. Let us get the details.
Government is making strides in making healthcare facilities closer to the communities in Naala District. 2 outpatient departments, or PDs, which were funded under the 2022 CDF funds, have finally been commissioned. Nmala Member of Parliament, Herbert Mapani, handed over the 2 OPD infrastructure at a joint ceremony held in Kunda area in Vala ward.
This achievement stands as a testament to the dedication and hard work of our community, facilitated by the visionary leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, of course with his left hands. Our commitment to a bottom-up approach ensures resources are directed where they are most needed.
This is clear evidence of the impact of the CDF in these communities.
People that you voted for are making the dream of our leader, the President of the Republic of Zambia, come to reality. Therefore, I would like you to clap for yourselves for a job well done.
Care delivery is closer to the people.
The construction of these 2 health facilities will actually go a long way in meeting the vision of the ministry, which is bringing the health services as closer to the family as possible.
While in the PV reporting in the Nmala District of Southern Province.
And now we get to sports news. The Zambia national women's team has arrived in Morocco ahead of the 2024 Paris Olympics final round second league qualifiers against Morocco to be played on Tuesday, 9th April 2024. Now, the Copper Queens touched down at Rabat Sao Airport aboard a chartered Ethiopian airline at around 22:55 hours local time. And the Copper Queens, a team led by coach Bruce Mwape, is aiming for another historic qualification for the Olympic Games, building on their successful participation in the 2022 African Cup of Nations and the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. And Morocco have a 2-1 victory in the first leg that was played on Friday at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Douala. And if they win the series, they will join the USA, Germany and Australia in Group B. The Copper Queens have, however, shown resilience, securing their qualification for the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco and standing in the way of the Black Queens' Olympic dreams. And finally, in the news, the 2024 Lusaka Chess League kicked off yesterday with a mix of chess academies and seasoned teams, such as the Red Arrows Chess Club. The tournament, organized by the Lusaka Province Chess Federation, has attracted over 20 chess clubs in the province with a vibrant team of upcoming chess players. Details in this report.
The 2024 Lusaka Chess League has kicked off with a mix of chess academies and seasoned teams such as the Red Arrows Chess Club. Attended by over 20 chess clubs in Lusaka Province, the tournament has a vibrant team of upcoming chess players as young as 8 years old.
We have started the new season on the calendar of chess. So today was our first game against the Sports Academy team, where so far we are just waiting for a game to finish, otherwise we are leading. We should be carrying a day for today.
The Lusaka Province Chess Federation are the organizers of the grand tournament.
It's the league for the 2024 season. So we have two streams of league, which is what we call League B or League 2, and then we have the Elite League. So what has started today is League B games. These are teams that play on Saturdays. So in this category, we have 16 teams that are affiliated with us. They will compete. I think they will play a total of 30 games, okay, of which the top 3 teams will win promotion to the higher league, which is the Elite League, at the end of the season. So we expect this league to end in November. In between this period, we will also have a number of tournaments that we have lined up. So basically, that is what is happening today. Okay. Tomorrow, the Elite League will also commence. This is a stream of the league, consists of 12 teams. Okay, so from these 12 teams, 3 teams will be awarded, and then the bottom 3 teams also will be relegated to League 2.
Chess academies in attendance are not leaving any stone unturned, but have given the seasoned chess players a run for their money.
Thank you very much. I wish all the teams all the best this season. As usual, this league this year has expanded. We have 16 teams now, so it means more competition. So we wish every team, okay? The new teams are welcome. We wish you all the best.
At the end of the tournament, a number of seasoned chess players carried the day's victory. While other forms of sports disciplines are scheduled to heighten and make a mark in 2024, chess players are also optimistic of adding to the national victory. ZANIS reports in Lusaka Province.
Well, that sporting item brings us to the end of the news, but then we look at the headlines once again. Southern Province assured of food security. Authorities in Chadiza consider winter maize production. And coming up in education news, 92-year-old former pupil to first President Kenneth Kunda described him as exceptional. Plus, 2024 Lusaka Chess League kicks off. Now, on behalf of the entire production news crew here at ZANIS, thank you so much for watching. It has been Margaret Kangwa and my sign language interpreter, was Joash Shikomwe. Stay tuned.